Hello, Thrivers. My name is Nikia, and just in case you didn't know, I currently dropship on Amazon, and I'm here to teach others like yourself who want to learn about dropshipping. So today I want to talk more and more about my day-to-day dropshipping on Amazon, like what it's like. So when I first started dropshipping on Amazon, I have to admit, I did put in a lot of hours, which is required in any business that you start. So I had put in, because I lost my job, I was putting in 6 hours a day or 8 hours in a day. And I was very consistent in this business because I wanted to see it work. I didn't want to go back to no job. So I listed manually for a long while because when you start a business, you want to be able to see all the tactics. You want to be able to see, you want to know what you're doing so that way when you hire a VA, you're pretty much ready. So a lot of times people are so focused on, oh, I want to just work 1 hour a week and just get a VA to do all the work. But you also have to know what you're doing. You also have to know how to teach them and what not to do, else you'll lose your account. And when I say VA, just in case someone might not know, it means virtual assistant. So basically a lister, someone who lists products for you in a store. Once I started seeing a consistent profit per month, so I think it was at my, after I was doing it for about a year, that's when I decided to get a VA. And then I started with one, and then I have built so far to about 10, a team of 10. Now my process. So what I usually do is I communicate with all my virtual assistants and basically my team, my order processors and listers in a group, which is called Slack. I go on Slack and I organize my Slack in different groups. So I have a group with returns. I have a group for daily check-ins and check-outs, so I can know when they started and when they end. And I'm very approachable, so they may contact me, personal message me to ask me any type of questions. I even have a do not list group of items to avoid. One of the things I struggled with in the beginning was I wasn't really organized with my profits. So when it came tax time, I had to go all the way back and redo my numbers, and that took some time. So I create a lot of sheets. Excel will be your best friend in a drop shipping business. So I currently have an order sheet. I currently have a profit sheet, so I can keep track of daily profits that I make per day every time a shipment is confirmed. I also have an inventory sheet. So now when I started in the beginning, I didn't have any inventory sheet, meaning that when I search for items, I kind of just listed in my store, and then when it's sold, I would then go searching on Google all over the place trying to find a supplier. But to make my life easier and the VA's life easier, and so I can keep track of what people were so what the team was listing, I created this sheet so that way it would track the item that they listed. It would track what the profit for the item was. And I created my own formulas because basically in the beginning what was happening is I would give the lister a formula to use to make sure that the item is profitable, but then they would forget one formula. So I just basically made it as simple as possible for them. So now it's literally they just search and then they plug it in, paste it in, and they're good to go. And if they want, they could just check it on the sheet and they're good. This is just behind the scenes of like the background of how everything works. So I just wanted to give you guys a bit of the behind the scenes. But in terms of in front, in terms of when it comes to customers and orders. So for that, I currently have a order processor. So what she does is they would place the orders and then put it on that order sheet I was telling you guys about. So basically they would put the orders, when they place it, keep track of the card used, and then that would be it. And then we also have also an out of stock sheet. So if we get an order and it's out of stock, let's say, then we would put it on the out of stock sheet so we can keep track of what orders we need to cancel and then what orders we need to send out to the customer. Communication. Now this is an important one because a lot of people who dropship on Amazon hate the communication aspect because you're dealing with people and it's easy in e-commerce. to be able to just get used to being behind the scenes and just wanting to just place orders and that's it. But nope. You have to be really good in customer service. You need to know how to talk to customers. A lot of people would lose, like sellers would lose patience with customers, and then it results in negative feedbacks or claims and whatnot, and we don't want that. We are very diligent, and I make sure that my order processor also checks emails for customer service. And if there's any issues or like there's hard situations, then I would come in and take over and try to help the customer. And here's an angry email as an example from the customer. What I've learned from these situations, especially answering emails or if a customer is angry, or they can be happy, but if a customer is angry, is you cannot take it personal. Don't take it personal. They do not know what you look like from your head to your foot. They don't know anything about you. So it's just a matter of just keeping your composure and just responding as need be. I'm gonna be real with you guys. Though I do no longer work super long hours like I did before when I first started, so that was like 40 hours or more, depending on how much time you have, right? But remember, I lost my job, so I had all the time in the world. But now I've got it down to working only about 2 to 3 hours per day, sometimes more depending on what's going on in the day. But I'm gonna tell you something. Do not believe anyone that tells you, oh, the business is fully automatable. It's like 100% automated. You won't ever have to look at it again. No, don't believe that lie. So I would say my store is now 90% automatable, meaning that I have someone placing orders like I told you, I have listers, and then we have a whole system in place. But you still have to manage the store. You still have to check in and make sure that everyone is doing the job correctly, because like anything, I'm sure if you have a job, as you know, you can slack off. So I usually log in every morning to make sure everything's smooth, answer any questions. I'm very present, so they know like they can't just play around with me. Like, no, I stay on top of them, and they're good people. Like, they do their job, but I'm just saying, like, you still have to kind of manage it. Like, even if it's like, there'll be some days where I don't do anything at all. Like, there's some days where I just answer a few questions for like 5 minutes, and then I'm like, oh, I have the whole day because everything's finished. So there are days like that, but you still have to be present in the business to ensure that the account keeps on running for a long time. And of course, the main goal of running a successful dropshipping Amazon store is you want it to run smoothly, smooth, not rough. You don't want any rough roads, but of course, like, there's ups and downs in every business, and I want to be real with you guys. But I just wanted to give you guys a little insight of what I do behind the scenes. And I hope you enjoyed learning about my day-to-day life dropshipping on Amazon behind the scenes. And if you're looking to learn more about dropshipping, head to thrivewithamazon.com.